if I could name one opening in chess that is underrated and underestimated by players, that opening would be the center game. And a lot of people think this opening is bad, but it's actually quite good and it's simple, very easy to play. You play the same moves every time, and you can achieve some really attacking strong positions with it. And it has also been played by some really strong grandmaster, like, for example, Nepo himself played this opening in some Blitz tournaments. So let's take a look. This opening can be a very strong surprise weapon for you if you play white. And it's very easy to play. It starts with e4. You're going to play e4. Your opponent is going to reply by playing e5. And you're going to play d4. Your opponent is already thinking, what move is this? They're going to take the pawn and you recapture with the queen. And a lot of people think this opening is bad exactly because of this move right here. You're bringing your queen out too early. Black is developing with tempo, so you have to move your queen again. But they stop right here. They don't analyze further. And that's the problem, guys. We have a really good opening here. It's very easy to develop. You're just going to play your knight and bishop out, castle long, and throw your pawns and pieces against your opponents. It's a very strong attacking position for you. But what I recommend here is to develop your bishop first to avoid this pin that is very annoying. So if you develop the bishop first, you avoid the pin. Okay, so black's going to develop the knight, you develop the bishop. If you go with the knight first, it's very, very common for black to go here and try to pin your knight, and that's very annoying. So you go bishop first, black's going to play bishop to e7, and then you develop your knight. Now, if they want to go here, they can do that for sure, but they're wasting one more move to do that. And you can win a tempo with it. So here, black is probably going to castle, and you're going to castle too, but you're castling long. And this game with opposite side castling can be a really, really aggressive and tactically sharp game. So here, we're going to throw our pawns against our opponent's king, trying to checkmate him. We can develop these pieces very easily. We have a very strong attack here. So after we castle, black's probably going to play this move, d6, trying to control the center a little bit. And we're going to strike with f4. This is going to be our move. We're already attacking the black's king. We're already making a pawn storm here. It's a very good attack. And from here on, black can play 3 different moves, and 2 of them are very popular. The most popular moves here are knight here or bishop here. So these 2 moves are the common moves here for black. And I have to say, guys, all of these moves are quite losing, okay? So all of these moves are quite losing. If they play the bishop here, or if they play the knight here, according to the Lichess database, white has a win percentage of around 65%. So it's quite good, isn't it? The other move that your opponent might play here, besides that, is rook here. Okay, and this is a little more difficult to play. Rook to e8, we have to know exactly what we're doing, but on the other moves, we are going to have an advantage. So if your opponent plays the bishop here, we are going to develop our bishop. They're probably going to trade. We develop the knight by recapturing. Then they play rook e8. We have to move with our king to b1. We have the chance to do that. Then they're going to open up the rook here. So now the rook has some open scope here to attack. We're going to reroute this bishop to here and here, so we're going to attack this knight with it, pinning with to the queen. This maneuver is going to be very common in this opening. You're going to see this very often, the bishop coming here and here to attack this knight, pin it against the queen. So this move is going to happen here. Then black's probably going to sidestep, trying to escape from that pin. It's going to happen anyway. We're going to attack the knight anyway. And after the knight moves, we can move the queen here. And now we have a very strong attack. We can start playing our pawns and try to attack black's king. Our attack is going to be much faster. All our pieces are developed. Rooks are connected. Knights are very good here. We have central pawns. This is a really good position for white here. Of course, instead of playing bishop to g4 here, opponent might play the knight here. And this is already a good move for us because we're going to just move the queen back. Remember, the queen is being attacked here. That's why they play this move, and it's supported by the bishop here. So we're going to drop the queen back, and after they play f5, we're going to attack the knight here. The knight is going to retreat. We take their pawn. After they recapture, we again move our pawn, gaining another tempo against the bishop. You see, develop the knight here. Our pieces are going, our pawns are going, the attack is coming towards black king much faster. So from here, they might play rook to e8, trying to attack our queen here. It's x-raying the queen. We go bishop check, and after they sidestep, we go with the queen to h4. We're threatening all sorts of attacks here. Our pieces are all developed and very, very active. Our pawns are going and marching against black's king. This position is really good for white. I would take white here probably any day of the week. And against rook e8, which is a little bit harder to play, if they don't go for knight here or bishop here, then rook e8, you have to know exactly what you're doing. Here we're going to play bishop to c4, aiming at this pawn right here. And after bishop comes back, we're going to develop our knight. Bishop to e6, we trade bishops here. They're going to recapture with the rook. Then we're going to do that maneuver that I talked about before, playing the bishop here and here to pin the knight. Okay, so they're probably going to move the queen to avoid the pin. We're going to move the bishop there anyway. After doubling up the rooks, we take the knight. They're going to have to take with the rook here. If they take with the pawn, they are damaging their castle, and then black's position is going to be really, really in a mess. So here we can go for h3, throw all our pawns against our opponents here, here, whatever we want to do here. Our rooks are connected, knights are developed, we have the queen centralized here, our pawns are marching against black's king. Don't forget, maybe this move, king to b1, is going to be interesting sometimes, just to protect your position here. If this knight move, remember, this pawn is going to be hanging, so it's important to keep that move in mind as well. But look at this position, guys. All the positions that we have seen, black is actually struggling to defend against white. We're going to throw our pawns against black's king. It's a very strong attacking position, pawn storming against your opponent. If you like pawn storms, if you like opposite side castling, then the center game can be a really good weapon for you. And I have won some really good games with this opening, and I'd like you guys to try it as well. So if you try this opening and if you have some success, please share in the comments. I would like to see your games. You can post your PGN, whatever. It would be really good to see your games by, playing this opening. And if you like this video, please leave a like, comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I see you guys as always in the next video.